on this, about this gentleman, Martin Otieno Ogindo. Mr. Speaker, this is something which I've also gone through his CV, and I just found out that this gentleman, Martin Ogindo, has got a vast wealth of experience of 20 years, which I know is going to bring on board into this authority of fish.
Seeks to come together, that the leader of minority now is the one instigating disharmony within the Azimio coalition. And it will be in my interest, Honorable Speaker, as leader of the majority coalition, that there is disharmony on the Azimio coalition. But in the spirit that we are living in today, it is only sincere and in good taste and in good faith that if the Azimio coalition wants to remove anybody from any position, please follow due process, follow the Fair Administrative Act and the provisions in the Constitution, even under Article 236B of the Constitution. Honorable Speaker, I also want to draw your attention to precedents in this House, Honorable Speaker. And you did allude yourself in your communication to the myriad of letters that have been written by the Secretary General of Jubilee, or the purported Secretary General of Jubilee, because there is a dispute, Honorable Speaker. And in these letters, I did hear the leader of my minority or the deputy leader ask, what is the relevance of those letters? Honorable Speaker, the relevance of those letters by Honorable Jeremiah Kioni, the Secretary of Jubilee in this matter, is as simple as the Secretary General of Jubilee. In those letters, when he has written, Honorable Speaker, and I was just perusing and I've seen, he wrote on CRA nominating the Honorable Nyokabi to represent Jubilee in the CRA Commission. The Azimio coalition had the other nominees. On IALA, Honorable Speaker, you remember, Jeremiah Kioni wrote nominating himself and the former member for Kigumo. And Azimio coalition also had their own other nominees. What that tells us and the relevance of those letters, if I people who voted for Jubilee in Azimio, in the leadership positions, in nominative positions that are being brought to this House, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, also on precedents, the Honorable Kagushi has alluded to the case in point of the Honorable Momanyi, Commissioner Momanyi, when Wiper, and that is why I was warning and cautioning my brother Robert Mbui, you might be next. Do not support injustice against your sister, because tomorrow it shall be you. Last parliament, it was Wiper. The entire House stood with Wiper. I want to invite the entire House today to stand with the Jubilee Party within the Azimio coalition, Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Momanyi eventually was nominated as a commissioner of the Parliamentary Service Commission, recognizing that Wiper was a parliamentary political party. Today, Honorable Speaker, the party, my former party Jubilee, even with all the injustice and unfairness they visited on me and my colleagues in UDA, I have a duty as a Democrat, as someone who believes in democracy, to defend the rights of members of Jubilee and members elected on Jubilee. Honorable Speaker, buttressing that duty, Honorable Speaker, even tomorrow, I will defend ODM, and I will defend Jubilee, Wiper. I will even defend PA. I will defend PIA, UPIA, and UPIA, as small as they are within the coalition. Because that is how, Honorable Speaker, we shall enrich our democracy. Honorable Speaker, this House, Honorable Speaker, has also set precedents, Honorable Speaker. And the House, Honorable Speaker, has a practice not to extinguish the rights of individual political parties. And that is what this House did with Momanyi. That is what this House did with the Honorable David Ochieng when ODM sought to remove him from a committee at a time when he was elected on his own party, MDG. And this House and the Speaker in the 12th Parliament, Honorable Speaker, stood with the rights, individual rights of the party MDG that was only represented by one member in the name of Honorable David Ochieng, and also, Speaker, stood with to protect the fundamental rights of an individual member in the name of David Ochieng and Commissioner Momanyi. I invite you, Honorable Speaker, to allow yourself as you consider this matter. And I know, Honorable Speaker, just to conclude, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I was saying, Honorable Speaker, even as you claimed the property rights to the noisy and messy divorce process, Honorable Speaker, I want to invite you.
Intellectual
rights. Property rights.
Yes.
To the noisy and messy phrase. I want to invite you not to allow this process to be noisy and messy. I want to invite you to protect the individual rights of Sabina Chege as a member of this House. I want to invite you to protect the political rights of the Jubilee Party within the Azimio coalition. Finally, Honorable Speaker, we must protect women's rights. I do not know, Honorable Speaker, why, Honorable Speaker, it has to be my sister Sabina Chege. Honorable Speaker, let me make disclosure because the honorable member for Budalangi spoke about conjugal rights.
Yes,
the Honorable Sabina Chege comes from a county that neighbors my county.
Wanjala, what is your point of
my
order?
point of order, Mr. Speaker, you have clearly heard the leader of majority saying that they are able as Kenya Kwanza to protect the rights of women. Yet they have sacked a director of National Youth Service now, who is a woman. Director of National Youth Service.
Order, Wanjala, order. Order. Majority Leader, wind up.
Honorable Speaker, I prefer to ignore the Honorable Angela as usual. Honorable Speaker, I was saying the rights of women must and need to be protected, Honorable Speaker. And I was saying in conclusion, I must make full disclosure. The sacrifices Honorable Sabina Chege sacrificed during the campaigns for the Azimio coalition. I will make disclosure, Honorable Speaker. I had occasion to sit with the Honorable Sabina Chege for not less than 5 hours under a tree without any phone near us or anybody because of the fear that had been visited to people who hailed from the Mount Kenya region in supporting Azimio. The sacrifices the Honorable Sabina Chege made must and should be protected. Finally, Honorable Speaker, Sabina Chege represents within the Azimio coalition a huge population of people within the Mount Kenya region, because I hail from the Mount Kenya region, that as few as the votes were that we gave to the Azimio coalition from Mount Kenya, those votes are represented by the Honorable Sabina Chege within that coalition. And we shall defend those votes within your coalition. I do not know what Azimio and ODM has against.
Mama Zamzam. Tuko karibu kumaliza, nimemupa.
Asante sana Bwana Spika. Asante sana Bwana Spika. Mimi napenda kuelezea jumba hili kuwa nyumba ya Azimio ina wenyewe. Na wakati ule wakipanga kumchagua wanayemweka pale pia walizungumza kando. Na hakuna ambaye amesema hapa kuwa ikitoka Jubilee enda ODM. Hii ni mambo ya Azimio ni Azimio. Na mimi nataka nikwambie majority leader, nyinyi kwanza ndio mnawadanganya hawa. Na nyinyi mnaodanganya leo mimi nawaambia katika jumba hili, mwanaume yoyote atakayekutoa kwenye ndoa yako akatembea nawe kule nje hawezi akakuamini hata siku moja. Mimi nataka niwaelezee viongozi wenzangu, makelele kule za kuwa ni mengi, lakini wanawachongea nyinyi. Ninamjua William Ruto, yuko very intelligent. He is very smart. Hawezi.
What's your point of order, Mama Zamzam? Tulia kidogo.
Unajua,
Tulieni Mama Zamzam.
Mheshimiwa Spika,
Tulia
nitajitahidi kuzungumza kwa lugha ya Kiswahili hata kama sio sanifu kama lugha ya mama Mheshimiwa Zamzam. Lakini Mheshimiwa Zamzam amenukuru ya kuwa na nataka ya kuwa sisi, na akanitaja mimi kama kiongozi wa walio wengi, ya kuwa tumemtongoza mwanamke akatoka kwa ndoa yake na tunamdanganya. Na unajua bibi yangu huwa anaangalia haya mazungumzo kwa bunge. Sasa na bibi yangu anatoka eneo la Nyeri, Bwana Spika. Akisikia ya kuwa nimemtongoza mwanamke mwingine akatoka kwa ndoa yake, Mama Samsam akisema hayo ni Samsam tam tam. Mimi sina tabia ya kuwatongoza bibi za wenyewe, lakini nayo tabia ya kukinga haki za wamama. Hata wewe Mama Zamzam, wakati Azimio ama pande yako kitakuumania, nitasimama na haki zako. Hata nyumbani kikikuumania, nitasimama na haki zako.
Haya, Mama Zamzam.
Mheshimiwa Spika, wajua majority leader ana kitu ya kuweza kila siku lazima anipinge, nafikiri wao wasikia raha, lakini mimi nitasema ukweli. Na wabunge mlioko hapa, fanyeni heshima na ile coalition ambayo iliwapa nafasi. Fanyeni heshima sana, kwa sababu leo kama umechaguliwa huku, wewe leo kesho na kuona uko kule kwengine, mimi nitakuamini vipi kuwa mambo yangu ya ndani utaweza kuniwekea mimi na wewe wakati unaenda kutembea na yule ambaye ni jirani? Kwa hiyo mimi nataka niseme hivi, dadangu Sabina Chege mimi nampenda sana, ni kiongozi ambaye ni mchapakazi, hilo sikatai. Lakini kama leo ameamua, na tunasema hata ndugu yangu Ada Kainan, juzi nimeona kwa gazeti ameorodheshwa katika wale ambao wako upande huu. Kwa hiyo mimi nawaambia hivi, vukeni safu daka kwa daka, muende upande huu, tujue sisi tunaweza kusimama na Azimio kama watu waliostawi, watu ambao wana msimamo. Lakini leo mkidanganywa leo, kesho mkienda kule na wapia na nimefunga Ramadhani, hamwezi kuaminika, mtakuwa mwekwa kando kando. Hile liekeni kwenye akili. Sisi huku tuko liwe litakalokuwa, tuko Azimio, iwe mtatabaki watu wawili, tutabaki huku ndani ya Azimio. Watakao kwenda na waende. Asante sana Bwana Spika.
Wa mwisho nampa mbunge wa Mathira. Huyo ndio wa mwisho, tunafunga huu mjadala. Mnataka kuendelea? Mnataka kuendelea?